Hello everybody, Wisa here. Welcome to First Taste, where we get a glimpse of the first few minutes of a game. Today's episode features Divinity Original Sin 2, which was released on September 14, 2017. The game was developed and published by Larian Studios. Fun fact of how it all started, in less than 12 hours, the game's Kickstarter already reached its $500,000 target. That's pretty amazing. In the end, over $2 million was amassed, allowing the developers to expand the reach of their game. So Divinity Original Sin 2 is a turn-based fantasy RPG centered on multiple characters. So we have elves, dwarves, and the undead, to name a few. With rising monsters from the void and no divine in sight, the goal is to fight your way to become the god for the future of Rivellon. So without further ado, let's explore. We do have a lot of characters. I think we have around 5 original or origin characters. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6. We have 6, and you can actually customize your characters as well with the appearance and the presets and the talents and all of that. But for the purposes of this gameplay impression, we will stick with the Red Prince. You are infamous, a brilliant warrior general exiled from his empire for cavorting with demons. Fallen from grace, you refuse to give up. The throne will be yours again. Pretty confident dude. So we do have the following talents: Sophisticated in Spell Song and Dragon Blaze and Demonic Stare. I'm wondering if these two are passive or not. And then we also have the build preset, which consists of a lot of choices. So we do have the Wizard, Battle Mage, Cleric, to name a few. Oh wow, that's a lot. But let's choose the default one, which is the Wizard, and then let's listen to the origin story.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
Is the voice acting amazing or what? I mean, this Red Prince sounds extremely dignified. You will actually believe that he won't give up. Okay, let's start with the game. Are you sure you're done? Yes!
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. but instead I became part of their story.
Wow, that's how you make an introduction. Evil starts from the apple, as with Adam and Eve. That temptation, I suppose, is there. Okay, in a lab, are we?
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now, no need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Magister Siwan? How can we get out? Oh, well, there's that.
What a way to wake. Wooden boards and iron shackles. The Divine Order's hospitality leaves much to be desired indeed.
So it's the witch's fault for releasing that apple and eventually the monsters. Those that came from the void. And I assume we're part of the God Woken, which consists of the other characters that we saw when we were going through them in the introduction. Hey, why don't we explore a bit? Just a disclosure, guys, this is my first RPG. Well, not first if you consider Skyrim and Fallout RPGs, but isometric definitely. Move item, move objects by clicking and dragging them. Let's put that over here. Nice. Put it on top of each other. Wait, can we open these? Let's go inside. Let's see what's up.
Ugh. Well, that explains the smell.
Oh, it's the dirty sheep. What's it doing over there? The egg. Some poor chicken went through a lot for this. 1 constitution. Let's get everything we can. Okay, we got that entire crate. I thought for a second there we were going to get that bucket.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Ow! Pet pal, you can't understand what this animal is trying to say. If you had the pet pal talent, you could have a meaningful conversation. I don't think I'd like to after she kicks me in the shin. For the purposes of this impression, again, we won't be turning off the tutorials. Oh, why do we keep getting them buckets? What about this hay?
Did you expect a needle?
Well, pretty much, yeah. Oh, this one is locked. Locks and keys. This lock seems intricate. You should search for its key, wherever may that be. Could not be in one of these crates. Nice. Gold. Wars are won and lost by it. Bonds are formed and broken for it. Fancy gear is purchased by it. That last one sounds pretty tempting, doesn't it? Oh yeah, we get everything we can, you guys. We can't go there. That's a lot of books. I wonder what these levels mean. Like for the door it says level 10. Let's see what's up. Oh, nothing important in the table? What the heck? How about over here? Actually, it looks like we're in a ship because of the shape of the location.
Fasten tight.
No, it's fastened tight. Oh, the skull. Let's see what this will have to say. Grinning skull.
A subpar cranium, that. Human. No wonder.
Subpar, I see. Let's go up then. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes. Oh, 3 new journal updates. You discovered 2 new chronicles.
Did the murderer take him into this room?
Oh, nice, nice. So, merry weather, troubled waters, Get your bearings, then go to the upper deck. As sorcerers, we have been arrested by the Divine Order. The prison island of Fort Joy awaits. Did they think that we're with that witch? Hot under the collar, the Red Prince. Find somebody to help you remove your source collar. I am bound by a magical collar that cannot be removed. My story so far, find a kin dreamer. I am exiled, hunted, and plagued by ever-strange dreams. Someone seems to be reaching out to me in my sleep. I should find a lizard dreamer to explain these visions. I see. Chronicles. Well, we escaped the Merryweather, so that's the ship, I assume. We're aboard the Merryweather on our way to the sorcerer colony of Fort Joy. We are told there is a murderer on board with us. Alexander's advisor Dallas noticed that the Voidwoken are attracted to Source. Alexander quarantined the sorcerers. Uh-oh. Will the Voidwoken kill us? The divine sacrifice did not buy peace. The rise of the Voidwoken brought the world death, destruction, and fear. Lucian, the divine champion of the gods, sacrificed himself to save Rivellon from the void. Now we know what the sacrifice is. His son Alexander now leads the Divine Order. Magister Crusade. Led by Lucian's son Alexander, the dominant magisters of the Divine Order are rounding up sorcerers for exile. Why though? Huh. Well, let's see. Let's check out some of these shortcuts. We have the inventory, the Red Prince's bag. Everything that we looted is pretty much in here. Right click. Okay, we have these sections. Examine. Negative 50% fire. It's poisonous? Oh, no. It reduces the damage from poison. So how many slots do we still have? Is this the number of slots and how much our gold is? We have a lot over here. We have the equipment, consumables, the bag, the ingredients. How can this bag carry so much stuff? Interesting. Also have the attributes, which are default attributes for this character. Threadbare gown, worn and torn and poorly darned. The shirt has seen better days. Oh, I bet it has. Oh, this is the source collar. It cannot be unequipped. So we have to find the liberator of this collar. The sturdy collar hums faintly with energy. Powerful magic swirls within. Combat abilities. Abilities shape what characters can do and how well they do it. Civil abilities. Personality, craftsmanship, and nasty deeds. We have sneaking and thievery. Well, of course we will be very good thieves. I'm expecting that. We have talents. Talents are characters' unique qualities and slightly change the rules for that particular character. Just slightly, huh? Lizard. Oh, let's read this. To most, lizards are as exotic and mysterious as the ancient empire itself. The outside world knows them as warriors, philosophers, and slaves to be respected and feared. I'm glad that slaves are to be respected and feared as well. Noble, born to riches and luxury, you have an aristocratic bearing, eloquent speech, and the finest manners. Scholar, intelligent and curious, your appetite for learning far exceeds your taste for bloodshed. Books and scrolls are your dearest possessions. Male, you are a male of one of the races. You are perceived as male by those that encounter you. Well, I do hope so, since we're a male character. We also have, oh yeah, the available skills, innate skills, and all of that one. Crafting panel. Crafting screen, select or drag items into the crafting slots above and hit the combine button. Valid combinations will be added to your recipe book. Whoa, this is a lot to take in, you guys. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we shall steal everything. Oh, the book. To read books or notes, open your inventory and use the object. Okay, so that's I. Let's look at that book. Read it. We have too long presumed source as a virtuous part of civil society, yet we need look no further into the past than the Source King's reign to understand the havoc such magics may wreak. One day, another order must follow in the Source Hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. So that's us. The new model of source colors provided by Rivellon is proving most effective.
Everything's spick and span. Nothing left to do, really.
On the silencing of source. So that's what the color is for. It's probably hindering us from using any of our magic abilities. Or any of our abilities for that matter. Oh, we go back down. Oh no, this is a different section of the boat. Oh, why don't we check this out then? Is it though? Or I think it looks the same. Yeah, it is. It's just the same, but a different camera angle. We go back up then. No! Maybe you can steal this lamp. Or a candle holder. Steal that, can we? Oh no, we just turned it off. Anything else to see and read about? Oh, no interesting books. Nothing in the barrels.
Empty.
Did the murderer take him into this room? Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Already? Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
How dare you refer to us as a dog?
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Troubled waters. Eh? Oh, why don't we go for the noble? Now that you're up, you'd like to bathe and dine. Tell her to ring for the servants.
Oh dear, I'm afraid you're a long way from home, milord. A long way from the little bells that make footmen come a-running.
Darn it.
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
We are being immensely judged by this magister.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Sauce. For good.
For good? You pull out the thing around your neck futilely. Demand to know why she collared you.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Sauce spells of yours? See what happens.
You recall the power building inside you, the stare that enthralled the demon. Unleash it, oh yeah.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
Oh no.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Sauce. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Oh dear. See the map. Oh, no. Not going to map out anything. How about... We did receive a lot of journal entries. Oh, not this one. L, there we go. Okay, an update. So we got this one. Register with Magister William. We were told to register with Magister William at the other end of the ship. Find someone to help you remove your source collar. This collar prevents me from using source magic. I am bound by magical collar that cannot be removed. Not yet, anyway.
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
I can see what you're up to. Keep your hands to yourself. I'm not doing anything.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Okay. Ask why she's letting you so close to the crime scene. For all she knows, you could be the killer. Yeah.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Lizard. Say you don't hail from the House of Dreams. When you sleep, you truly sleep. Let's pick that.
Figured as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Yeah. I didn't say you'll let her know if you hear anything interesting. Wait, but then again, the third one is pretty good. She really thinks you'd help a magister, someone who's keeping you under lock and key, or tell her your price is considerably higher than that.
Not in here, it isn't.
Oh, darn it.
You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous. So, anything interesting?
Oh, no. Nope, nothing. Oh, we just sit there, right in front of the murder scene. Who told you to touch that? Well, I was just looking for clues. Now, where's this magister? Oh, these are the other sources, or source muted.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
Okay, and that?
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Husband?
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
Just because she called us husband, which was why I agreed.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Say that's true enough. Shake her hand. Losa, you presume? Ask if she couldn't find some more age-appropriate companions. Why don't we go with that?
Like yourself, maybe. I don't mind the kiddies, usually.
Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board.
Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's backs. Yeah, why don't we?
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Children?
You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer.
Did she kill the guy?
As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Well, thank you.
Wow. Are you a dragon? You look like a dragon. But where are your wings?
I'm a lizard, kid.
You're really red. I bet that's why the Magisters took you. They took me because I'm magic.
I don't think it's that polite to point out people's, not people's, but creatures' colors. Oh, nice. More gold. Let's talk to the other source muted.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail.
Under scrutiny, are we?
He reaches out, flicks a finger against one of your scales, and rubs his chin.
What is he doing?
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Stare at him in shock and ask what the hell he thinks he's doing.
I am reading. Is this not evident?
Nope.
My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damnable things.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down. He repeats the maneuver with the opposite eye.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really.
Explain that you want to know why he thought he could touch you like that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see. I crossed a cultural taboo. How difficult.
How sarcastic.
You have my apologies, Lizard. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Look at him curiously. You're not sure he understands what's happening.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Understanding is all rather relative. Take this book, for example. I understand all of it, and yet none of it makes sense. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Well, of course, Smirk. You know everything, obviously.
Most unusual, and if it's not too rude to suggest, not much of an answer. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods.
Boy, this conversation is taking longer than I expected it would.
This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Snort. Intellectual snobs, are we? If we want legends, he shouldn't be reading a history book. Exactly.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Insist why he was so curious about the gods.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
I guess we should just let him be then. Let's turn that off.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Say you've been through worse. Ask if he actually cares. Ask if he'd be fine colored like a dog and stuck in a ship's hold with a corpse and a murderer on the loose.
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, sir, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Wait, before we go inside, let's see the other areas of the ship. Well, let's talk to this Magister.
Name?
Say you're commonly called by your title, the Red Prince.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Okay then.
Right over the side of this ship with it.
Who's this? Oh, another source muted.
My prince.
The cook bows slightly and wipes her hands on her gruel-stained garb.
Forgive me, your highness. I didn't expect... Well, anyway, whether I had more than cornmeal and rotting roots to serve, I'd concoct something more fitting for one of your stature.
How about we choose this one? Since our character seems to be snobby, scoff at her excuses, you deserve only the finest cuisine, and it's her duty to provide it.
Panic swamps her eyes, and she hurriedly returns to her work.
Yeah, work for us, lady.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Oh, there are other sorcerers down there.
Never thought you'd end up a prison.
Why don't we get
convict.
these baskets and other things?
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten.
Oh no, we've had so many items.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Water sloshes inside and lab stuff, and then the gold.
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
Oh, this is the weight, not the number of slots. We only have
As soon as the
about
Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of
11,
this ship with it.
22 slots. Why don't we drop something?
It was one of them. I know it.
Let's drop the water barrel.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
Darn, that was pretty heavy.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Maybe somebody important.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Boy, tell him he ought to think twice before addressing you like a child.
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
Nobody calls me a boy.
You look like a boy to me.
Ah!
Listen.
How dare you?
Or get gone if you aren't.
Ask what you're meant to be hearing. Wave his request away and ask him what he knows about the murder on board.
His eyes snap open. He looks at you and frowns.
We need to get that gold.
Murder? Ah, that's what they were going on and on about. I wouldn't know anything about it.
Why not?
I kill a man. He knows who done it. His daddy knows who done it. And the mayor knows who done it too.
His eyes flutter shut, and he assumes his position of repose once more.
Whether they catch me is another matter, but I ain't one to hide my accomplishments.
Ask what you're meant to be hearing.
The ship, of course.
Quieten and listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Tell him the ship is moaning like a sick man. Why don't we?
Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums. But there's more. Listen close.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds on the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
She got eaten by a void.
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Nod, you heard it. What's it supposed to be? The narrator's squeaking.
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
Oh, are we now?
Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Okay, so we choose the second option. Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about the place.
No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Say nothing but look him over once before leaving. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy. Got it.
Right over the side of the ship with him.
The ship is pretty small, so I'm wondering why he hasn't heard of the murder.
Please, please, please.
Oh, no, no, no. We're not gonna go to bed.
Good, you scallywags.
Nor sit down.
Never thought you'd end up.
The Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take them on.
Oh, no useful information.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Is this a human being?
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp you found.
Or what if the Magister set it up to make it look like one of the sorcerers did the actual crime?
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Noble, he dares beckon you like a common servant, sniff and pretend not to notice him, or move closer to him.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Oh, I like this guy.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask Ifan why the Magister suspects him of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing.
So what happened between the two of them?
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Oh, there. Ask Ifan what he did to find himself at the mercy of a subordinate.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Say that you're still curious about the murder. Did he do it?
No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Ask Ifan if he knows anything about where you're headed. Fort Joy.
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Ask Ifan that's one acquaintance you're not eager to make. Or say you'd like to meet Alexander, you'd show him exactly what you think of his bloody divine order. Let's go with that.
Easy now. I might think the same. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
Then the better! I hope we can get Ifan as our companion.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, Lizard, what's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Tell him you are the Red Prince.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
I like the voice acting and how descriptive the writing is, such that you can just imagine what the characters are up to or what they're doing. Oh, it's locked.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Oh, is this the last one? Or is there any other source-muted creatures? Yeah, the last one.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
Sibyl.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Wonder what she's doing.
Rolling dice.
What for?
Deciding fates.
Frown. Whose fate is she deciding? Laugh. Can she read the future in cow entrails as well? Oh, with a frown.
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
If she can decide fates with dice, ask if she can read the future in cow entrails as well.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too.
Maybe she can help us identify who the murderer is.
I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
You don't see why not extend your arm. Why not?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, your hunger gnawed and gnawed at you until you could stand it no longer.
Oh no, are we responsible for the murder?
Finding the cellar door ajar, instead of trying to escape, you snuck into the pantry like a common thief, only to find nothing but rather questionable turnips. There you stood as a magister walked in, still hungry, feeling a mighty fool.
Snap at her, she doesn't know what in the seven hells she's talking about.
She pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
There, no need to be a sourpuss. You don't have to worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me.
Oh no!
I don't lick and tell.
Oh no, we're the murderer! Okay, we're not going to tell that to the Magister.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. So the person who died is a source-muted creature.
Tries to run, shoot to kill.
You seem on edge.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
Okay, maybe we just murdered somebody else.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
Oh, this is the witch.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Address the sorcerer and ask her what she meant by there are others whose lives must end.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
How did she do that? Well, she is a witch.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Oh, fight? What? Did we just die? Or are we just knocked down?
What's happened?
Tool tips. Hold left alt to highlight objects that can be picked up. Oh, that's a lot of objects. What happened? It's not safe here. We should arm ourselves and flee the ship. A sorcerer slipped her source color and triggered a huge explosion. We have to escape. And then, confessing to murder, the sorcerer Wendigo implied that we had something in common with her victim. She triggered an explosion and escaped. Oh, we have to grab a weapon then. Amulet? What is this? Oh, let's get the gold. Display, is it in one of these cabinets? Confiscated goods. Nice. Improvised wand, 150% critical damage. The important thing is the magic in your soul, not the wand itself. Just keep telling yourself that. Let's get that. But we also get a bow. Equip an item. Let's equip it first. Equip. Sweet. Oh, we have. We can get another one. Oh, it's the same thing. How about we get a crossbow? Just -1 movement, commonly carried by lone wolves. Crossbows are consistently the sniper's weapon of choice. Let's get that as well. And equip it. Oh, we can only equip one then. Let's use the wand. That should be good. But then again, the source collar is still with us, so I'm not sure if it will be effective. Oops. Wait, what if we go back? Can we go back? Oh no! This is the... Oh no, we're burning! I just wanted to see if any of these magisters have anything good, aside from the gold. Oh no! We're burning! Is that a dog? Okay, it's gone now. Because we're wet.
That doesn't bode well.
Hold left control and click on the door to attack it. So that's what the level is for, I guess. Oh, it's not working. Maybe let's use the crossbow. Now it's working. One more. Come on. This may be dangerous what we're doing.
Thank the gods. By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Motion to the destruction around you. What's going on here? What has he seen? Finger your collar. You can help him if he can get the stupid device off of you.
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerer mutiny.
Snarl, that's right. There's a mutiny. And if he wants to see his family again, he'll stand down. No! Persuasion failure. Your persuasion 1 needed is 2.
Your lies end here.
Oh no, we shall fight this guy. Ow. Combat in Divinity Original Sin 2 is played in rounds. Everything you do in combat costs action points, which you receive each round. Your turn ends when you have no AP left. Got it. From left to right, the order of the character portraits determines the order of combat. So we don't have any companions at the moment. Interesting how this plays. Oh, just one more? No! I thought that was her AP. That's her health. Shields up. Oh no! How about our other companions? I thought he died. Magister. Oops, good thing we dodged that one. No! Wait, do we have any potions? Minor healing potion. Yeah, let's use that. Oh no, we got 1 AP. This is our AP. We only have a few more left. End your turn by pressing space. Any action points you have left will be saved for your next turn. Okay then, since we only had 1 left, and I think we need 2 to attack. Oh, I'm gonna kill you, Magister. Yeah, 2 AP. Yeah! Give us this one. Elven elders claim that those who can understand the secrets whispered by this herb will be protected by the blessing of Tyr Sandelius himself. Nice. Give us them gold. I'm still looking for the key to unlock one of the rooms in the area we first started in. Oops, oops, wait. I can't quite get this. What did we just step on? Oh, nothing important. Let's just hit it then. Oh, well, let's get that cup and probably just sell it later.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quit.
Not after we get all of the gold. I hope we don't die from it.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. What in blazes? Something's pounding on the hull.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is. A warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The crimson drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
We'll open the door.
It doesn't budge.
Yank your hand away? Will it budge?
The moment you touch the door, your belly goes hollow, and your skin goes pale.
Oh no, this is bad for us. We have to look for an alternative then. Oh! Fight! Wait. Can we pause? Oh, the game is not pausing when we check out our journal. Poison surfaces. Note that a poison surface has been created in your vicinity. You can burn it away with fire or wait until enemies are inside to blow it up. Read this first. Attracted by the source unleashed in the explosion, a gigantic void woke and attacked the ship. Oh dear. Escape from the Merryweather. The ship is being attacked by gigantic kraken. You have to escape before it sinks the vessel. We made it to the middle deck. The ship is badly damaged. We have to keep moving. We still have one more. Nice. We just have to move away from that poison. Oh no! No! cool. Ooh, I'm tempted to... No! Oh well. That is 8 gold coins, you guys. Glad I got that. So where are the other sorcerers? Oh no, too much to carry. Nope, we have to let go of it. Drop item. Oh, we can use it to extinguish the fire. Oh, this is the Kraken. Items such as scrolls, grenades, and special arrows are automatically added to your hotbar on pickup. Drag other items or skills to your hotbar for easy access. Right, I forgot about those. Let's use that in the next battle. Oh, it does nothing. Oh, we have to go to that lifeboat. Warm, oh dear. Oh no. Oh, you know what? We can just drop this box and the bucket. We don't have any healing potions anymore. Darn it.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance!
Oh yeah.
Shut your trap, kid! Children and dwarves first, just like the old stories.
No!
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
Where's Ifan?
But there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Tell the kid Gil is right. You just came from the lower deck. You're not going back now.
Hear that, kid? We need to go.
What did I just pick?
What about the ladder? It's right over there. We can go straight down.
Insist that there's no time to spare. Enter the boat and lower it into the chilly sea.
As the boat rocks downward, a hallowed ancient empire prayer passes through your mind. Cleanse with flames my failures. Ancient kin, perfect me. You clench your eyes and brace for impact.
Well, we just left all of the people in the boat. How about your Ifan self?
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Rivellon.
Ifan is the one that I wanted to be paired up with because he seems like a sensible guy. What did I just do?
Well, that was a bit of a rough and tumble journey. I suppose I'm the lone survivor.
Let's just read the journal updates.
Which is entirely appropriate, if you ask me.
The Merryweather sank and all aboard are seemingly lost. Find a kin dreamer. I barely survived the voyage. There had better be a dreamer on this foul rock. I'm exiled, hunted, and plagued by ever-strange dreams. Oh, this is the previous writing. I'm bound. Nope, I'll need help removing my source collar. And then we escaped the sinking Merryweather and washed up on the island of Reaper's Eye. Fort Joy looms. We really have to get there. Will we escape Fort Joy? I came to on the shore near Fort Joy. Was it luck or divine intervention that saved me? As the sea took me, a powerful presence told me that this was not my time to die. A task of great importance lies before me. Yeah, that's about it. Okay guys, now let's go to our summary section. What I like about Divinity Original Sin 2 is that first, there is an option to either customize your character or to choose from a number of default ones. At the beginning, we immediately get an idea of who he or she is, as well as where we want to take our character based on the choices we select. The origin story also adds to the character's identity, so that's definitely a plus. Second is the voice acting. Now, with different characters not limited to humans, mind you, the way each race differentiates themselves through word usage and emotion is interesting to see. One example is how the Red Prince can switch from being a noble to a snobby scholar because of his previous status and experience with the other creatures he used to surround himself with. And third is the elaborate UI. I don't have other isometric RPGs to compare it with during this time, but let me say that Divinity Original Sin 2's UI is detailed in a good way. Okay, it seems overwhelming at first, but when you start to check each tab to know what they are for, and coupled with the tutorial, the UI becomes manageable and user-friendly. Now here are the things that I'm curious about when we do progress in the game. I'm wondering when we will be able to choose our companions. Did we ultimately kill the others by leaving them in the ship? Or are they just lost and we'll encounter them in the island or in Fort Joy? Will we continue to wear our source color until we become a god? What other gameplay will we be exposed to in order to reach our full potential in fighting off the Void Woken? And lastly, how different will the experience be when we do start a co-op playthrough? Okay guys, that's a wrap. Let me know what you think of the video by leaving your comments in the section below. Don't forget to like it and subscribe if you enjoy the content for more of these first taste videos. Now, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week.